Hey y'all, welcome back to the cheat code. I haven't been on here in a while. If you haven't seen the previous video that I posted, I am posting some decks that I have not used or that are gently used on my Etsy page. So one of the decks that I used was the Magical Tarot deck. So if you want any information about that, it's going to be in the other video. But I have a few decks that I just wanted to preview that I'm going to link also on my Etsy page, just in case you want to get a little idea of, people usually do flip throughs and things like that. I didn't want to make it too long to like go through every single card, but just to kind of give you an idea. So what we have here is, this one is the Healing Waters Oracle deck. So it has like a really cool case. And it does come with a guidebook, and these are the oracle cards. Very pretty. As you can tell, they really have not even been used. I don't know how many times I used this. Maybe like, actually, I don't even know if I ever used it. I think I probably just like flipped through it or something like that. But as I mentioned in my previous video, if you don't connect with a deck, or if you don't really feel a connection to a deck, or even like the imagery or anything like that, then there's really no point in holding on to it. So I prefer to, find it at home, as I said. Yeah, when I first got it, like most decks, I usually would watch like a flip through. And whenever I had watched the flip through, I definitely felt like I was connecting with it. When I purchased it, it kind of just sat around for a little while, and when I eventually opened it, it just wasn't resonating with me anymore. So that's the reason why I haven't used it. But it doesn't mean that it's not a good deck. Let me give you just a little preview of the back. It says, from the watery world of the mother to the sacred waters of this world, the physical and mystical element of water has been revered since ancient times as holding the power to heal. Unlock the sacred wisdom of the waters and your innate capacity to heal with this stunning oracle. Okay, so let's see what's in here, so I can just give you an idea of a couple of the cards. So this is just kind of like a little bit of like a guide, I guess, into how to maybe activate the cards. Yeah. And so this is the what's the word? Try to find the word for the cover, not the cover, but just this is the artwork for the reverse side. And then these are some of the cards. So I'm just gonna show you some of the cards. I don't know if you can actually see them, but just to give you an idea, I'll read a few of them and show some of them. So this one is the Mist. It says, trust your inner compass, be led from within. Let me pick another one. This one says, plunge, don't hold back, it's time to go. Go for it, dive in. Again, another one. Ride the waves, life lessons and growth. You will get through this. This one says, deep sea diving, way of the mystic. Learn through experiencing depths. Okay, and I guess this one wanted to show itself. In call, healer, seer, priest or priestess or priestess, soul purpose. All right. Sorry, I was just checking it out to see if it's something that was worth sharing. So we also have the guidebook here. And just to give you a little idea, there's usually like spreads and different things like that in the guidebook, a little history of maybe how the person put their deck together, and further detail about each card. So for example, let me just get to the table of contents. So like it'll show you the cards and what page, and it'll give you like further, like more in-depth understanding of the cards. And then, again, as I mentioned, there are spreads in here. So if you want to, let's see, one of the examples, Well of Wisdom. Dive into a situation in your life and gain insight into possible ways forward. So this basically is just showing you how to set up the cards and how to get the information that you need. And here's another one as an example in terms of like how they give you like information about the card. So this one is follow the stream, dedication, trust, future rivers, and oceans. And I don't know if this is an affirmation here. It says soul inquiry, I guess how you would connect to the card. If you trusted your path, what would you do? This actually is reminding me of a card that's in a similar deck. I think it might be by the same author. But anyways, here's the guidebook. So that's basically the Healing Waters. This will be on my Etsy page available. So if you'd like to purchase it, as you see, it's barely been touched. This is probably the second or third time I've touched it. So yeah, there's a few other decks that I'm going to go through. I'm going to make sure that there is a list and timestamp in the description so that you can fast forward to whichever decks you're interested in. If you have seen them on my Etsy page, if you're coming from my Etsy page, which I will have linked in the description, then you'll be able to just skip right to whichever deck it is that you're interested in, and it'll be there.